Good morning to everyone. My name is Amar Ganasya, working as assistant professor in Chapel Engineering College. Today I explain the topic short-term and long-term reflection problems as per previous codes, as per Indian standard codes. How to calculate the deflection per pieces of concrete beams. For the fourth BTech second semester, the subject is pieces of concrete, lecture 23. Okay, now go to next slide. I will explain clearly the problems. Last class, I will explain one problem for short-term reflection and long-term reflection. Uh, Many problems now discussed today class. Okay, go to next slide. I have to explain last problem. Now we have to calculate in this example problem 6.6. Last class I will explain in this problem. Small correction in this relaxation of steel stress 10 percentage. How to take in 129 Newton per mm loss of due to relaxation of steel 10 percentage that equal to 129 Newton per mm square. How do this got the value 129? That means 10 percentage means 10 by 100. That means 0.1 into the problem is given effective pre-stress of 1290 Newton per mm square. 10 percentage into 1290. Okay, the got the value 129 Newton per mm square. You understand? We understand this last people relaxation how to take in effective pre-stress 1290 Newton per mm square into 10 percentage means 0.1 into 1200 in 1290. Finally got the loss of due to relaxation 129 Newton per mm square. Okay, last class I will explain this problem. This is small correction I will explain now. Okay, the clear in this problem clear. Next go to another example problem. So for as per Indian standard recommends requirements of various food practices. Okay, you have to follow uh, uh, any design any calculations. You have to follow as per Indian standard code provisions. Any type of element you have to design, you have to calculate it. You have to follow Indian standard code provisions. Okay, any element of structural element. Okay, now it is the general practice in most of the courts to safeguard against excessive deflection under serviceability limit states. Okay, you know the limit state method already last semester for reinforced concrete structures and uh, design of steel structures already you know the limit state method. Okay, have to some limit state. That means you have to maximum limited designing to give the structure. Nowadays also limit state method use have to design the structural elements. Okay, uh, this have to limit state method is very advantage is very advantage is serviceability is very important thing. Okay, we have to some failure small failures you have to start. Cracks will be formed. You have to repair for in this method of limit state method. Okay, have to follow this limit state method either indirectly by precessing a minimum span to depth ratio for the member or directly by specifying a maximum permissible deflection expressed as a fraction of the span. Okay, How to follow span by depth ratio to mainly span by depth ratio considering deflection. Okay, have to calculate, you have to maintain deflection, you have to take in span by depth ratio. Okay, in this, the recommendations of the Indian Standard Code IS 1343 with regard to the limit state of deflection are as follows. Okay, as per Indian Standard 1343, 2012, with regard to the limit state of the deflection are as follows. C. FOS is given to follow the limit for designing process component members. First point has to define the final deflection due to all loads including the effects of temperature, creep and shrinkage should normally not exceed span by 250. Okay, this is the first condition. Okay, the final deflection due to all loads including, that means the effects of temperature, creep, shrinkage, um, the the three loads also has to have to consider. All loads means you have to consider including live load, dead load also. Okay, not exceeding span by 250. That is the first condition. Now go to next slide. Okay, second point, the deflection including the effects of temperature, creep and shrinkage occurring after the erection of partitions and the application of finishes should not normally exceed span by 350 or 20 mm or 20 mm, whichever is less. Okay, two formulas are given. Finishing and partitions, I have to some thickness you have to follow for the deflection will be not affects. Have to follow the second condition, span by 350 or 20 mm. The two formulas, whichever is less, I have to take in the value or finishing. Okay, that is the second condition. Next, third point, if finishes are to be applied to the prestressor concrete members, the total upward deflection should not exceed span by 300 unless uniformly of camber between adjacent limits, sorry, adjacent units can be endured. Okay. The third point, if finishes are to be applied to the prestressor concrete members, the total upward deflection should not exceed. Upward deflection will not exceed. That means the negative sign you have to indicate upward deflection. Not exceed span by 300. That is the main point. Unless uniform of camber between adjacent units can be endured. Okay, that is a units have to endure. Adjacent units are endured. Okay. Now fourth one, the British Code, as per British Code 1992, okay, January 1st, specify a maximum deflection limit of span by 250. Beyond the sag in a number will usually become noticeable. Okay. To prevent damage to non-structural elements, the code recommends that the deflection after the installation of finishes and partitions should not exceed the following values: span by 500 or 20 mm, span by 350 or 20 mm, whichever is less. Okay, you have to take in brittle material, non-brittle material, partitions or finishes. According to the American Code, the 318M 2011, the permissible deflection depends upon the type of member as outlined in table 6.1. I have to give it. The uh, 1984 recommends, okay, the following suitable deflection limits for floors roofs and other horizontal members standing in buildings as follows. Total deflection below the level of support span by 200 to span by 300. Deflection that occurs after addition of a partition span by 500 to span by 1000. How to follow the rules for Indian standard and American standard. So for you have to investigation these values are also given to follow these formulas and following the Indian standard code provisions to resist the deflection. It also resist deflection. The structural failures not will be occur. Okay. Now we have to see the table 6.1 is given as per American standard. Uh, each 4 points. You have to first point flat roofs not supporting and not attached to non-structural element likely to be damaged by large deflections. Immediate deflection, that means the limitation span by 180 you have to take it. Floors are not supporting and not attached to non-structural elements likely to be damaged by large deflections. Immediate deflection due to the live load span by 360. You have to act in forcing live load. Okay, roof or floor constructions supporting or are attached to non-structural elements likely to be damaged by large deflections. That part of the total deflection which occurs after attachment of the non-structural elements. Some of the long-time deflection due to all sustained loads and the immediately deflection due to any additional live load have to taken span by 480 have to taken. Okay, now roof of floor construction supporting or attached to non-structural elements not likely to be damaged by a large deflection have to taken span by 240. Okay, deflection to be considered deflection limitation type of member. Okay, so how to type of member you have to take in deflection to be consideration. You have to consideration the deflection limits also will have follow for American standards span by 180 and span by 360, span by 480, span by 240. Okay, now go to next slide. More detailed guidance regarding limiting deflections is discussed in ISO standard. Okay, the French code limits the deflection of members carrying masonry and partition walls to span by 500, which is the total increase the deflection due to short-term and sustained loads. Over the instantaneous deflection due to self-weight, the German code prescribes limits to the depth by span ratio depending upon the support conditions. Okay, now uh, these are the conditions for following calculating the deflection. Okay, the maximum deflection, you have to limiting deflection, you have to calculating the following code provisions. Okay, different types of code provisions: Americans and French, Indian standard. Okay, German. I have to take in some values for investigation. In this members, precious concrete numbers. The deflection you have to calculating in this process. Now I have to example taking 6.8 for calculating the problem. A concrete beam with a symmetrical I section you have to give in. I section has a flange width and a depth of 200 mm and 60 mm respectively. The thickness of the web is 80 mm and the overall depth is 400 mm. The beam is uh, the beam is recessed by a cable carrying a force 1000 kilonewtons. The span of the beam is 8 meters of span, linearly varying to 250 mm at the supports. Compute the initial deflection at the mid-span due to pre-stress and the self-weight of the beam, assuming EC, Young's modulus of concrete that equal to EC 38 kilonewton per mm square. Compare the deflection with the limiting deflection permitted in Indian Standard 1343, DC equal to 24 kilonewton per meter cube. That means density of concrete 24 kilonewton per meter cube. Okay, now write uh, for read problem one or two times. Read the problem. What is data is given? How to calculate? Okay, what is calculated in the problem? Now I have to go to the solution. Self weight of beam G 1.12 kilonewton per meter, that equal to 0, convert into mm, kilo 0.00112 kilonewton per mm. Now see the concrete beam symmetrical I section is given. Okay, width and depth 200 and 200 mm and 60 mm respectively. Web the thickness of web is 80 mm. Okay, now I have to calculate first self weight. Okay, and the processing force P is given 1000 kilonewtons. Okay, next eccentricities you have to given. Um, the cable is 150 mm from the soffit of the beam. The center of span linearly varying to 250 mm. Compare the initial deflection at midspan due to pieces and the sulfate of the beam assuming. Okay, sulfate of the beam we have to assume. I have to take in 1.12 kilowatt per meter. Okay, sulfate can be assumed. Okay, eccentricity C1 and E2. So it from 150 for I have taken E1 50 mm, E2 50 mm, and L equal to 800 mm, 8000 mm. Okay, I equal to moment of inertia 84 7 into 10 power of 6 mm per 4. This will be calculated each one for adding. Okay, plane plus web plus flange. Okay, BD cube by 12 plus BD cube by 12 plus BD cube by 12. Finally, the moment of inertia got 847 into 10 power of 6 mm per 4. That is the moment of inertia. Okay, we have to using a formula BD cube by 12. Processing force also already is given in problem 1000 kilonewtons. Now the eccentricity, how to take in for eccentricity. Now again, I will read the problem clearly. A concrete beam with the symmetrical I section has plane width and a depth of 200 mm and 600 mm respectively. A flange is are same. The thickness of the web is 80 mm and the overall depth is 400 mm. The beam is processed by the cable carrying force, processing force 1000 kilonewtons. Span of the beam is 8 meters of span linearly varying to 8 meters. Okay. The center line of the cable. The center line of the cable is 150 mm from the soffit. Okay, 150 mm from the soffit of the beam. Okay. At the center of span linearly varying to 250 mm. Okay, 250 mm. That means you have 150 minus 250 minus 150. Final 100 mm. That means two eccentricities U1 equal to 50 mm, U2 equal to 50 mm. Okay. Compute the initial deflection at midspan due to precess and the sulfate of the beam. Sulfate of the beam assume sulfate already assume uh, 1.12 kilowatt per meter. Okay, now with this X modulus of concrete 38 kilowatt per meter mm square. Com Compare the deflection with the limiting deflection permitted in Indian Standard OS 1343. Density of concrete I have to take in 24 kilo per meter cube. Now assuming the sulfate of the beam 1.12 kilo per meter. Okay, now converts the mm 0.00112 kilonewton per mm. Okay, precessing force already is given 1000 kilonewtons. Moment of inertia 84 7 into 10 power of 6 mm per 4. This formula already rectangular sections in big bet value use the formula. How to calculate this moment of inertia. Eccentricities are taken. E1 150 mm and E2 50 mm. Length of the beam 8 meters converts to mm 8000 mm. Now deflection due to self weight. I already know the formula 5 g into L to the power 4 divided by G for EI. Okay, now we have to substitute this in the formula. Finally, downwards, that means positive deflection. Plus means that means downward deflection. That is the positive. And calculating deflection due to precessing force. Write the formula. P2 L square by 8EI minus P into E1 plus E2. Midspan, you have to calculate midspan. E2 L square by 12 EI. Now, substitute this in this formula. Okay. In this problem, I have to calculate uh, deflection at the midspan due to precess. Okay. At the self weight of the beam, assuming, okay, compare the deflection with the limiting deflection permitted. Okay, comparison very, very important in this problem. You have the self weight acting the deflection 1.86 mm downwards at got the value. Deflection due to precessing force. Now this formula is have to use two eccentricities. Okay. I section got those two eccentricities, U1 50 mm and E2 50 mm. Now, P2 L square by 8 minus P into E1 plus E2 L square by 12 A. You have to substitute this in the equation. Now, finally, minus value that is upward minus 4.1 mm. Okay, now therefore deflection due to precess plus self weight. Both are adding minus 4.1 plus 1.8886 minus 2.24 mm upward. Negative sign indicates upward deflection. Maximum permissible deflection according to Indian standard IS 1343. Right now span by 300. Okay, symmetrical section for concrete beams to take a span by 300. That means 8,000 divided by 300 upward 26.6 mm. Okay, that is the maximum permissible deflection according to Indian standard 1343. 26.6 mm. That is the maximum permissible deflection. Hence, the actual deflection is within the permissible limits. Okay. Hence, this section is safe. Okay. Now, another example of problem 6.9. Read the problem now. A precessor concrete beam of rectangular section is given 120 mm wide and 300 mm deep, span over 6 meters. The beam is precessed by a straight cable carrying an effective force of 180 kilonewtons. Okay, at an eccentricity of 50 mm, if it is supports an imposed load of 4 kN per meter and the modulus of the velocity of concrete is 38 kN per mm square, compute the deflection at the following stages and check whether they come comply with the Indian standard code specifications. The condition for upward deflection under precess plus sulfate, you have to calculate it. Final downward deflection under precess plus sulfate plus imposed load, including the effects of creep and shrinkage. Assume the creep coefficient is to be 1.80, that means pi. Right now, we have to write the given data in this problem. I have to calculate now. Procedure. Okay, rectangular beam we have to given in this problem. Now the rectangular section is given. Okay, precessing force P equal to 180 kilonewtons. Eccentricity also is given 50 mm. Moment of inertia B d cube by 12. We have to use the formula. That means already the rectangular dimensions are also is given in this problem. 120 mm wide and 300 mm deep. That means B d cube by 12. Substituting B value 120, D value 300 mm, BD combined wall. Finally got the moment of inertia I value 27 into 10 power of 7 mm power 4. And the length also is given 6 meters span. That means converts mm 6000 mm. Self weight also is small g equal to 0.86 Newton per mm. Okay, you have to calculate self weight. How to calculate self weight for rectangular section? You know the density of concrete 24. That means unit weight of concrete 24 kg per meter cube. Now got the value 0.12. That means width into depth into unit weight of concrete. That is the formula for self weight. Okay, how to calculate self weight? Okay, 0.12 into 0.3 into 24 unit weight of concrete. Finally got the G value self weight 0.86 Newton per mm. Imposed load also is given 4 kN per 4 Newton per mm, kN per meter to impose the load. Okay, converts Newton per mm. Finally 4 Newton per mm. Thanks modulus of concrete 38 kN per mm square. Add the given data in this procedure. Now we have to calculating deflection due to precessing force PEL square by 8EI. Using this formula for rectangular section means PEL square by 8EI, 5 straight tendon profile. PEL square by 8EI. You have to substitute this value. Finally, upward positive for upward 4.0 mm. Okay. Now deflection due to self weight of the beam. That means small g. You have to using the formula. Already you know the formula 5g L to the power 4 384 EI. You have to substitute 1.4 mm. Okay. Uh, Next, deflection due to precess plus self weight minus 4.0 plus 1.4, that means minus 2.6. Permissible upward deflection as per TRAP Indian standard span by 300 20 mm. Okay, hence the upward deflection is within the permissible limits. Okay, that's check is clear. Okay, uh, deflection due to precessing at a negative. The negative upward, upward you have to take upward. Rectangular section, the deflection is upward. Upward means negative sign is minus 4 I have to take it. Okay. Now, deflection due to self weight, that means downwards 1.4 mm. That is the plus. Okay. Now, deflection due to self weight and live load. Okay. Now we have to write this deflection due to self weight. Deflection due to precess plus self weight minus 4.0 plus 1.4 finally got to minus 2.6 mm. Permissible upward deflection as per draft Indian standard 131343. That means using the formula span by 300 to 6000 by 300 equal to 20 mm. Hence, the upward deflection is within the permissible limits. Okay. Now we have to go to deflection due to precess plus self weight plus live load, including effective and shrinkage. Now we have to take in minus 4.0 plus 8, 1 plus 5, that equal to 4.0 into 1 plus 1 plus 1.8 of 11.2 mm. Permissible downward deflection as per Indian standard. Creep and shrinkage have to take in span by 250 as per Indian standard 6000 by 250 24 mm. Hence, the final downward deflection is within the permissible limits. Okay, you have to check it the span by depth ratio. You have to using the formula of span by depth ratio as per Indian standard. You have to calculate uh, due to precessor concrete, but due to precessing force and self weight and live load. Finally, you have to span by 300. You have to compare this both the deflection. Maximum deflection means span by depth ratio. Using these formulas, finally satisfy this condition uh, in these problems. Deflection can be safe. The structure also will be safe. Okay, you remember the problems. You have to calculate Okay, in this procedure, okay, creep and shrinkage you have to take in by span by 250. Otherwise, span by 300 I have to follow the as per Indian standard. Uh, okay. Now creep coefficient also is given. Okay. The second condition you have to in this process you have to calculating. Finally, got the value 24 mm maximum deflection. Hence, the final downward deflection is within the permissible limit. Okay. Now, these problems are very, very important. You have to, a number of problems have to practice and easy to calculating of these problems for short-term deflection and long-term deflection and study for deflection of problems as for following the Indian standard codes, do some codes following the formulas to calculate the deflection problems. Okay. Next class I will explain. Go to next unit for unit 5. I will explain. Okay. The unit 4 will be completed in this class. Okay. Next class I will explain next unit and next unit 5 introduction. Okay. Now thank you this opportunity.